make it to the top and slay the final boss. Now, I have done that with the Ironclad here. He's sort of like the warrior of the group here. But I have not, on camera, beaten the game yet with the Silent. The Silent is sort of like the rogue. And the third character has not been unlocked yet, but this is still early access. So we are going to be playing today, trying to beat the game with the Silent. Now, the Silent's a little bit more difficult to play than the Ironclad. Less hit points, doesn't regenerate hit points. So you gotta be very careful. But they are capable of having a lot more powerful combos. So let's get started. So this dude, he helps us out. At the beginning of the level, he gives us a choice of some sort of boon. Now, the choices are semi-random. The first two choices are always, gain something, but it's something small comparatively. The other choices, the bottom two, are more powerful boons, but with some form of drawback associated with them. So in this case, we can upgrade a card. Our current deck right now, this is what you start the game out with every single time. This is like your starter deck. You got, basically you got your attacks, your defends, and then two special cards, which actually give her a little bit of flavor here. Now, any of these cards can be upgraded to basically be more effective, which would upgrading a card would do. 3 random potions could give us some goodies up here to use during combat. Yes, upgraded neutralize is not bad. I usually will upgrade neutralize first at my first opportunity anyway. So that's not a bad idea. Transform 2 cards is also tempting because I kind of want to get rid of the strikes and defends because any of the other cards are better, but I don't want that starting curse. That could be really horrible depending on what curse we get. And then lose your starting relic, get a boss relic. This one is really the gamble because our starting relic's actually it's good, but it's not great. And we could certainly get a huge upgrade depending on what boss relic. We could also get a boss relic that kind of sucks. Or otherwise gives us some really difficult decisions how we play. So, you know what? Let's start out a little less risky. Let's go with the upgraded card, and we're going to go upgraded and neutralize. So, upgrading it, not only does it do 1 more damage, but it gives us 2 turns of weak against a specific opponent instead of 1, which is huge. So, we start the game with upgraded neutralize. Okay, let's pick our path. So the tower is always built into 3 different chapters. This is chapter 1, and we are always heading up. But what route we take upwards is up to us. We have 3 starting places to pick from, and we kind of want to plan out our map here. Now, hitting an early shop's not a bad thing. We can get rid of one of our crappier cards there, or possibly buy into a good card. We could also do here, question marks can be anything. Could be a fight, could be a merchant, could be treasures, or could be a special event. And a lot of the special events are really, really good and helpful. I think what we'll do here is I think we can start over here, go up the line of question marks, hit a campfire to either rest or upgrade, depending on what we need. Will we have a chance for will we have a chance for a single elite? No, we would have to forego elites if we wanted that plus a shop. Well, that is slightly problematic. We could go up this route. Or, heck, we could take the lone route up all the way up this side of the tower. What do we have here? We've got fight, shop, fight, there, elite, campfire, fight, chest, fight, thing. Yeah, not enough question marks for my taste. You know what? We're going to go the heavy question mark route because sometimes you can get some really good stuff there. But you always have to start out with a fight. Alright, so Jaw Worm. Obviously, we have to reduce our foe to 0 hit points. And since we have no means of naturally regenerating our... what would be your goal? Your goal is to reach the top. So every node on this map up here will bring us up a space, and we want to reach up to the top. Now, this is one of 3 chapters, so we have to do this 2 more times to reach the final boss. All right, so now being that we don't have a way of regenerating our hit points, we want to defend as much as possible. Now, one of the ways blocking in this game basically acts as a single turn damage reduction. So right now, the game's telling me he's about to hit me for 11 hit points. We don't want to take 11 to the face. So I'm going to use Survivor here. Give us 8 block. We can choose and discard another card. That's still not quite enough, so I'm going to throw up another Defend. Now we have 13. That's more than enough. And we can use our last action point here to hit him for 6. That's the end of our turn. Now he goes, and he's going to hit us for, well, he's going to hit our armor for 11. So our hit points are unaffected. Now you saw those extra 2 drop off. Your block, you lose the rest of your block at the end of the turn. So you can't just keep, stacking stuff up unless you have special cards for that. All right, here we get to play with status effects. And here's our upgraded Neutralize. So deal 4 damage, apply 2 weak, and it is free. So notice now he was doing 7, now he's only going to do 5, which means we can block all that with a single Defend and hit him twice with 2 strikes. He's going to do that. Now, his icon also tells me that in addition to hitting me, he's going to give himself a little bit of block, so we've got a little of that to contend with. Now here, he's doing he intends to block and use a buff. Which means he's not going to attack us at all. So we don't need any block right now. Hey, Gorilla Red Panda, welcome back. Welcome to the stream. So we're just going to go all out on him because he's not gonna hit us at all this turn. All right, he increased his strength and gave himself a buff. We should be able to finish him off here, hopefully. Yep. And if he's dead, he can't hit us. So, fight 1, no hit points lost. That's how we want. Now, at the end of every single fight here, we get a little bit of gold, and we get a choice to add a new card to our deck. These cards that are offered are always much more, well, powerful and much more complex, and much more, sort of niche than the ones. So we've got Poison Stab, deals 5 damage plus 3 points of poison. We've got Riddle with Holes, which deals 3 damage 5 times, but costs 2. And we've got Backflip, which gives us 5 block and also lets us draw 2 cards. While I'm going to try, but I still want to draw a couple of key cards here. I want to try to either keep it lean or keep it low cost. So I think I'm going to go with the sort of the leaner, but also low cost. So Backflip goes into that, because giving us block plus drawing 2 cards is always useful. So we're going to do Backflip. All right, let's see what our first question mark brings us. You come to a dead end to turn around, walls slam down from the ceiling, trapping you. 3 faces materialize from the walls and speak. Forget what you know and I'll let you go. I require a change to see a new space. If you want to pass me, then you must grow. All right, this is actually a really good one. We can remove a card from our deck, we can transform a card in our deck, or we can upgrade. Now, this early in the run, I'm actually okay with transforming cards. It basically takes an old card of our choosing, hopefully of our choosing, and turns it into a completely random new card. That essentially gives us a new card, plus it essentially removes the old version of the card. So we can also just outright remove the card or upgrade the card, but I think I'm going to go with the transform right now. And since we added a defense, we can transform our vanilla defend here. All right, guys, let's see what we're going to get. We have no idea. Yeah. All out attack kind of sucks. Well, that didn't work well. I don't like. It lets us do 10 damage to everything, but it also makes us draw one fewer card the next turn. So, meh. But here's an opportunity. We don't need to heal, but we would love to remove a card from our deck for 50 gold. Yeah, let's remove a Vanilla Strike. Get that out of here. Have a good day. See, this is why I like the question marks. You generally get some pretty decent events. And sometimes they can just be vanilla fights, which is fine, because we'll get gold and a card at the end of this anyway. Alright, so he's going to buff himself up. So this first turn, we have no needs for defense, so damage, damage, damage. Be like a little DPS race here. So yeah, here's our new card. Deal 10 damage to all enemies, but draw one less card. I'm not a fan of all-out attack. But we don't actually have much in the way of attacks here. And we can block all of his damage with just one defense, so I guess we'll use it. And we got 2 energy here. Dink. We got 4 cards instead of 5, but still way more than we need, but at least we got something done, and he's just going to get stronger and stronger, but we can kill him in one turn with 3 attacks. Here's our 3 attacks. My powers are matched. Alright, Dex Potion. No, I don't want another all-out attack! You don't build a deck around a freaking all-out attack. Sucker Punch is a little too meh for my tastes. Outmaneuver is a little bit too slow for my taste. So, you know what? I'm going to skip. There is no harm in skipping your card reward, especially if you're trying to keep your deck lean. Alright. Well, we could all-out attack here. This would actually be a slightly more effective use of it. Actually, if we neutralize you first. There we go. We'll backflip. Oh, we could just kill this guy. Yeah, because this guy armored himself up, and we can't break through that, but we can break through that. Meh, weakened is fine because he's the only guy left. Now, when you're weakened, you do 25% less damage. But that's of no consequence because he's already at such low hit points. Ooh, Caltrops! Ah ha 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 ha! Yes! Caltrops get! I love Caltrops. Alright, Caltrops point to a more defensive deck, where we basically keep ourselves as tightly defended as possible and let our enemies grind themselves into a fine paste upon our defenses. So, yes, Caltrops. Not to mention, because it's a power, once you cast Caltrops, this card leaves my deck for the fight, so you don't have to keep redrawing it, so it sort of thins itself out. And we are at max hit points, so no need to rest, so we can upgrade. And we're going to upgrade Caltrops. 5 damage. Every time an enemy hits me, even if they just hit my armor, they're taking 5 to the face. Caltrops is so good. I love Caltrops. Now, the question becomes, though, what can we face here? What can we survive? For Pine Starch and Maru, yeah, I will probably fire up a few videos for Stardew Valley once the patch comes up and running, just to check out the new content. Probably won't be nearly as long as the series was prior, but I will do an update. Now, thinking of the possible elites that we could encounter, you know what? I think we're good. I think we can handle it. Yeah, it's these guys. So, A combination of caltrops and actually all-out attack will actually do well for us here today. Because yeah, all-out attack, 10 damage to all enemies. First off, let's drink this this potion here to get our defenses up. We can't. These guys have artifact, which negates 1 debuff, so we can't quite weaken them yet. But we can get rid of the artifact. We can also all-out attack. Boom. All right, so maybe all-out attack is not as horrible as I said it was. Now our 2 points of dexterity means we get 2 more points of block for every block card we play. So instead of giving us 5, our defense give us 7. Which I'm going to use the rest of my stuff here to defend from these guys. And yeah, he's going to add crap to our deck. And a super duper lean deck is kind of vulnerable to those. There's our caltrops. And yeah, we're going to do lots of defending here. Do I want to draw 2 cards? What cards could we draw? Yeah, we're not going to be able to play... Well, we could actually get Survivor. So yeah, let's backflip into Survivor to give us more armor. And now these guys are all going to take 5 every time they zap me. Granted, we're going to be taking some hit point damage. But we're slowly wearing them down here. There's our all-out attack again. Do we have any other real attacks? No, not really. I wish we did. Because that would be really cool if we did, but we don't. If we had something to kill this guy so we don't get all the dazes added to us. I want to keep daze in our hand because I want it to, it's ethereal, so it's going to go away. Yeah, they're just going to be loading our discard pile up with these. We are going to be crippled soon, so we need to take these guys down quickly. Well, you go down, and we defend up and let them grind themselves against the caltrops. Okay, we can kill you. We can kill you, and we can kill you. Yes, the tree. Oh, a Snecko skull. So the reason why we went out of our way to actually fight an elite is because an elite will always give you a relic. It's a random relic, but it's a relic. Snecko skull. Whenever you apply poison, apply additional 1 poison. Okay. Now, if we could get noxious fumes, this deck would very quickly be taking shape here. Come on, noxious fumes. No, but we do get bouncing flask. Which plays well with that. Yes, it stays the entire fight. Now, granted, next fight it becomes a card again, and we have to draw it and play it again. So it's not on us permanently, but yes, it stays the whole fight, which is awesome. Yeah, I think we're gonna get Bouncing Flask because we got Snecko Skull. Just so that we have something that uses this artifact. And Bouncing Flask with Snecko Skull is good because every single bounce gets an extra poison tick to it. There's our caltrops. Whoop. And yeah, you're gonna hit me in the face for 16. I'm gonna have to take some hit point damage here, but I'll try to minimize it. There's our Bouncing Flask. There's our Neutralize. We needed that. Let's Survivor to block the damage, and then we'll Bouncing Flask. Dink, dink, dink. 12 ticks of poison. And yeah, I will try to upgrade that thing when I can. So he takes 12, and he's going to take 11 next turn. And another enemy that I had trouble with this guy in my last run here. Now, if we get him below the 50%, he's gonna stop his attack. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna backflip here and get more defenses. Lovely. Actually, the poison is gonna send him below 50%. Which means we don't actually need any of this. I mean, we'll play something just to play something, but... Dink. Yep, that interrupted him, and now he splits. Unfortunately, he sheds his poison. Well, now all-out attack becomes a thing. But also so does Bouncing Flask. Which one do we want? Well, we want to block. That's clear. If we all attack, well, then we get to follow up with a strike. Yeah, bouncing. Ink. So now these guys will start ticking down. We are going to take some damage here, unfortunately. But these green slimes with the split are always a problem. Oh, hey, we redrew all that attack. Beautiful. Take care of you. Take care of you. Take care of you. Got some pizza? Excellent. Excellent. Ooh, poison potion. No, not another all-out attack. Not a sucker punch. And not a distraction. Skip. I need Noxious Fumes. I also need to decide if I want to pick up another elite. I might want to, because we get 2 campfires before the boss and 2 question marks. So you know what? I think that might be a good idea. Let's see what we get here. Ooh, a kunai! Ooh, a kunai. Well, actually, that kind of runs a little bit counter to the theme of our deck, since we do more defenses than offenses, but, well, we could do Noxious Fumes into shivs. Ah, this guy. Okay. Let's lay down the poison real thick. Dink, dink, dink. Is Caltrops going to pay for itself? Yes, it is. Yeah, that's about as much front-loaded damage as I can manage with this guy. 19 ticks of poison. So his thing is that he gets stronger the more you use skills, which is basically all of your defenses. So neutralize is awesome to get at this point. Yeah, let's all out attack. We want to do as much damage as we can. Strike. I'll take the 4 because casting defend would cause him to get stronger. And we want to just burn him straight the heck down. So we need to kill him this turn. Actually, this ain't bad at all. Yeah, see how the rest of his life bar is all green? It means he's going to take 17 points of damage in poison, but he only has 12, and the poison ticks before he acts. So, you know what? Yeah, I got two energy points left and no defenses up. I don't care. He's gonna die. Boom. Alright, I'm glad I did that. Darkstone Parry Up. Whenever you obtain a curse, increase your max HP by 6. Not a fan. Not a fan. I am a fan of Leg Sweep. I could use an additional card that causes weak, and giving us 12 block is not a bad thing. On the other hand, Cloak and Dagger might be a better choice with our kunai, because it gives us a shiv, and that's an extra attack, plus some block to it. What are we looking at here? No, I want the leg sweep. That 12 block is huge. Alright, let's see what we got here. All out attack, bouncing flask. Well, they've got some attacks coming our way, so let's nerf those. 10 damage incoming. I'm okay with taking 2. And we'll bouncing. Let him take some damage down here. Bink. Bink. Okay, good. This guy is the only one who's attacking. So, what we can do here is we can attack you. He's going to die. I'd love to put in some more damage here, but we just didn't draw any. Now, him dying gives us the vulnerable, but now we only have one guy to contend with. 13. Now, here's where leg sweep comes into play. Not only is it going to weaken him, but it's also going to give us block. Boom! Now it nerfs his attack down and brings our defenses up to where we can handle that without taking any damage to the face. He's not going to have enough damage for us to get Caltrops in, so I'm just going to go with the standard strike. And he's going to waste his other turn of vulnerable trying to buff up. And down he goes. Not too bad, not too bad. Oh, do we want more Caltrops? Do we want more Caltrops? We want more Caltrops. We're going to go with a defensive ball. What we want is noxious fumes to pair with that. Then we just go all out. Ooh. Eviscerated and chopped by giant claws. Yes, Caltrops stack. Let's... Nah. Not feeling it. Yes, they stack. In fact, let's super stack them. With both layers of them up, our foes will be taking 10 per attack. Oh, you're gonna thievery me? How about a leg sweep and some Caltrops? Oh, and a neutralize. How about some bouncing flasks? And a... Yep, he's going on the run, so another thing of Caltrops isn't going to help. But an all-out attack, well... Give me my money back, punk. Calculated gamble, no. Dagger throw, no. Acrobatics, no. Nope. Nothing of interest. Alright, our campfire before the boss. We will rest to get some of our hit points back. So we're a little bit stronger. Alright, first boss time. Let's see if we can make this work. Not bad. Not bad at all, actually. Caltrops. We want the attacks, but we don't want an all-out attack. Well, let's go backflip. Ah, we wanted bouncing flask, actually. Yeah, he's aiming to hit us for 32, but a leg sweep will help bring that into line. There. How about some more Caltrops? And let's drink our block potion to actually fully block that. And he's going to take 10 to the face by hitting us. Slice! We have to do 14 to him to get him to cancel this. Which is easy enough, actually. I guess we're all out attacking. Oh, hey, we got a point of dexterity out of the deal, too. That's not bad. So now he's actually getting Sharp-Hide, which is his own Caltrops, but only 3 damage worth. Yeah, let's defend for 6. Actually, we'll defend again for 6 and attack, and will absorb the counter caltrops. Bink. And now he's going to hit us twice, which means he's going to take 2 caltrops damage. Let's Bouncing Flask. Finally got that back in our hand. Yeah, we'll Survivor. I'm a survivor. Alright, good night, wife unit. Now the question is, do we want to neutralize here? He's already got a layer of weak, and putting more stacks of weak doesn't help. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll take the 3, and then we'll take a little bit more. We'll take 6 precisely, but that's fine. He's going to take 20 in return. Slice, slice. Oh, he's going for ×4. So, let's see here. We need 12. A leg sweep would do it, but that would prevent us from Bouncing Flasking, and I want a Bouncing Flask. Ding, ding. And then we'll defend. Yeah, we're gonna take some damage, but we've got enough hit points. Oh, he didn't even do his attack. We hit him too much for too much poison. Darn. There we go. We get that back up. Let's see. Yeah, we do want a leg sweep. All right, so that takes care of all of our defensive needs. Slice, slice. He's just about dead here. Yeah, he's just dead. He's just straight up dead. He won't even get to kill himself on the caltrops. He dies to the poison. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, come on, Noxious Fumes. No. Doppelganger, Grand Finale, or After Image? After Image, I think, is the correct answer. All right, we need something. We need something to give us an extra action point here. But, well, actually, you know what? The Velvet Choker, normally this is a death sentence for the Silent because you can only play 6 cards per turn, which is horrible normally. But we're dealing with some higher cost cards here. Cards that are not meant to spit out a whole bunch of freebies. So the fact that we're dealing with, that we're limited to only playing 6 in a turn, I don't actually think that's going to hurt us. So we're going to go Velvet Choker. So now we get